This week on CW and CHS students are getting ready for prom.
And soccer went to the regional tournament yesterday. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Aaron, and today is Saturday, April 8th, 2023. You're watching Calallen Wildcat News Weekly Review. So, tomorrow is Easter. You have any big plans?
Yes, I'm actually going to go to my family's annual crawfish boil, and my little cousins are going to be able to do their egg hunt.
Super exciting. I'll be at the house having fun with my family.
Sounds good.
Prom season is coming up. The theme of prom this year is Masquerade and will be held on April 22nd. Now let's take it to Sydney and Haley for the rundown on prom dresses.
Hey guys, it's Haley and I'm here with Mo and Sydney. So today we're going to talk about prom. Prom is on April 22nd and it is something that we're looking forward to this year because it is our senior prom. So Sydney, can you tell me about your overall prom dress shopping experience?
So far, I have enjoyed prom dress shopping so much. I think it's such a cool experience. I think it's a big deal for girls especially, getting like that perfect dress and dressing up and feeling pretty, and it's just a super fun experience for me and my friends.
Mm-hmm. Yes, prom dress shopping is super exciting, especially when you go with the big group. I always have the most fun with Sydney because we've gone every year together. So Mo, can you tell me about the price ranges when it comes to prom dresses?
Okay, so prom dress shopping, the dresses are pretty expensive. It's probably ranging from like $200 to like $1,000, and depending on the style and the color and the alterations, it all comes out to about maybe like $800. So, yeah.
While coming off of that, there are places where you can get beautiful dresses for affordable prices, and I know that here we have a little system where there's a rack where you can get prom dresses, so make sure you're looking out for that here at the high school. Prom dresses do range from many different colors, styles, shapes, and materials, and there's so many designs out there that are super beautiful, and I'm looking forward to see everybody's beautiful dresses out there this year. Now let's move it on and hear some ideas from some of our guys. So I'm here with Dawson. So Dawson, as a guy, do you think that it matters what your prom date wears to prom?
Not really. As long as she looks good and she's feeling good and having a good time, that's all that matters.
All right, and do you think that finding a tux is harder than finding a prom dress?
Yes, it is. You have to get the shoes, you have to get pants, you have to get the undershirt, the vest. There's more than like one layer. A prom dress is just like the dress and the shoes.
It's nice to hear your opinion, Dawson. Thank you. Back to the studio.
Prom dress shopping, how's that been?
It's actually been good. I got my prom dress actually a few weeks ago, and I actually just sent it to get altered.
Well, that's super exciting. And for more resources, you can also go to www.coastalbendferrygodmothers.com.
Did you smell the gas last week? Evidently, there was a gas leak somewhere in the Calallen area. Mrs. Nelson gave us an update about what all the smell was. Let's send it to her for the rundown.
Bro, it smells like gas.
Gas.
Good morning, Cats. I'm here with Miss Nelson. And Miss Nelson, there was a spill somewhere around the area. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, so I believe it was yesterday there was a spill out on the road that NEC is on. And so what we're smelling is actually just an additive that's added to the gases, right? So you know that it's in the area. Fire department came out yesterday. They said they're checking the levels of that additive in the area, or the propane smell in the area, and that we're at a less than a 0.1. So it's at no danger to us at the moment, but they're going to continue monitoring it.
Well, that's fantastic. Looks like we're all safe, and that's all from me. Now back to the studio.
CIS has been doing a snack pantry food drive, and some of our STCLA members helped out. Let's send it over to Haley and Reagan for more.
Hey guys, so today we're here with Reagan. So we heard that you donated pantry foods to CIS. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what FCCLA is?
Yes, so FCCLA is a community organization, and we saw that CIS was doing a snack pantry food drive, and we wanted to help out with that.
Thank you so much, Reagan. That's it from us. Now back to the studio.
And we have more information regarding another one of our UIL academic events, prose and poetry speech. Let's hear about what all they do.
Hey Cats, I'm Maddie and I'm here with Trinity. And Trinity, I heard that y'all are doing UIL prose and poetry. Can you explain what that is?
Yeah, so they're two separate kind of categories. I'm currently in prose, which has category A and B, where you pick out two small short stories, and with category A, you pick out a story that results to you, which is called This Is Me, and category B is something that speaks to you that you just find interesting. And currently my friend Grant is doing poetry, where he had to pick two different poems as well. The first poem being one about him, and the other one being something that just interested him.
That's fantastic. Good luck to y'all, and I can't wait to see the results. Thank you, and back to the studio.
The physics classes worked on 2 labs this week. Mr. Smith's class conducted a lab with slinkies to gain more insight into waves and wavelengths. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, I'm Hunter. I'm here with Mr. Smith. So Mr. Smith, I heard you have a slinky wave lab going on in physics class. Can you tell us all about that, and what do you hope the students will learn from it?
Okay, yeah, we are exploring waves through using slinkies and online simulators of slinkies. So we're looking at the relationship between the density of the slinky, how stiff the slinky spring is, the tension on the slinky, and we're looking at that effect on amplitude, frequency, and wavelength. And so we're going to come out here and we'll see we'll look and see which variables change when we change any of those parameters. And so really what I'm hoping that students get out of this is that we've taken a bunch of notes over these ideas. So this is a physical way to feel how the frequency, velocity, and wavelength changes as you change the parameters of the spring.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Smith. That's it from us. Now back to the studio.
Mr. Rourke's business classes had a guest speaker. Let's hear more from him about what all they did.
Good morning, Cats. I'm here with Mr. Rourke. And Mr. Rourke, I understand you have a guest speaker today. Can you tell me who they are and what they're talking about?
Yeah, we're very pleased and honored to have Mr. Martin Clem from First Community Bank. He's the Vice President of Mortgage Lending. But don't let that title fool you. He's had a wide range of experience in business ownership and entrepreneurship, has a lot of contacts out in the business world, and he's come today, he's sitting in with all my classes to talk about some of the job opportunities that are out there in the market right now, and some that you might not even be aware of.
Well, thank you very much. It sounds very interesting.
Hey, Wildcats, I'm here with Martin Clem. He works at First Community Bank, and he came to talk to Mr. Rourke's business classes today. Can you tell us what you're talking about?
Today, we're spending some time talking about careers and going to college and just some ideas, trying to plant some ideas of people to do things to plan in the future, starting now when they're sophomores and juniors, so that they can be more successful when they get into college.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming. Back to the studio.
Floral Design has been working on their certificates. Devin went and grabbed an interview with Mrs. Reyes.
Hi, I'm Devin, and I'm here with Ms. Reyes. So, Ms. Reyes, I heard y'all were taking a certification test. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes, so all my students have the option and the opportunity to get certified under TSFA. So my principals, the floral design students, have the option of taking the knowledge-based exam. It's 100 questions. They pass it, they get certified. My advanced floral students, if they had already received their knowledge-based exam certification years prior, they get to take the next one, which is the level 1 certification. That one, they still have to take the exam, 100 questions. They have to create a a triangular symmetrical arrangement and a boutonniere. They would take a picture of their arrangement, send it out, and then they decide if they pass or fail.
And what is the certification used for?
Well, it's good for them to have in their resume, but it's also good so that they can, if they decide to, they can use it if they want to become a floral designer, work at a greenery, or a nursery, anything like that.
Well, that's good. Now, that's it from here. Back to your studio.
And we also have an update on their new system that they purchased for their floral design class. Here's some more information.
I'm Quentin, and I'm here with Ms. Reyes. Ms. Reyes, can you tell us about the new hydroponic system that you guys got?
Yeah, so we actually got a hydroponic system last year, and we got it donated we got a grant from the Calallen Education Foundation. Last year, we tried growing lettuce. During spring break, the water pump stopped working, so we got a new one this year. We started growing them in February, and today we started cutting the lettuce off, and it's doing good so far. So,
what kind of other plants do you guys grow?
So right now in the hydroponic system, we have kale, which is the bright dark green one, and then we have lettuce, which is the taller one.
Are there specific types of hydroponic systems?
There are. So this is just a hydroponic system. It just, it works with water and then the minerals that you add to it with a pump circulating through the system. And then there's aquaponic systems, which that one has to deal with fish in the system. We don't have that one.
Can you tell us more on how it works?
Sure. So like I said, it's got a tank underneath. You put 7 gallons of water, and then you put a tablespoon of minerals 3 tablespoons of minerals per gallon. Then you set the timer. Right now we have it where it's turned on for 12 hours, turns off for 12 hours with the light on, the fan, and the water circulating. Then it'll go through the systems, and that's how the plants or the vegetables gets its nutrients from.
Last Friday, our band's wind ensemble performed. We have some more information right here.
Hey Cats, I'm Maddie and I'm here with Lila and she's in the symphonic band. She just performed. How do you think the performance went?
I think it went pretty well. We're really excited to go to UIL. I think we're pretty prepared, so.
That's awesome. And which of the 3 songs is your favorite?
My favorite is Bonnie and Louise. That one's probably my favorite one.
That's awesome. Thank you, and back to the studio.
And on this week's GP Student Report, Esteban has the rundown for us. Listen over the bridge for the culinary team going to state and the cattle barons.
Good morning. My name is Esteban Martinez, and here's the latest of what's been going on here at GP. Culinary students went to state.
I feel rather proud of myself. I think it was a difficult achievement. I worked hard, practiced almost every day to achieve this. I feel very happy.
GP TV provided video for the Cattle Barons Ball in Robstown.
I enjoyed the Cattle Barons Ball. My favorite part was working camera 4, which is our handheld camera, and I got to go on stage and do camera work for all the bands and stuff. I feel like that was real fun, but again, I'm glad to have the experience to go out and go in the actual video tech field and work with some professionals.
And now, on to sports. Girls soccer played their last game of the season last Friday.
It's a bittersweet feeling for sure. You know, this is something that I put so many years into, and you know, I've spent so much time with these girls. We've grown so close, and for it to all be over, it's really sad. But you know, I'm just so proud of how we've done throughout these 4 years, and especially this year. I'm just so proud of our progress. I think we ended off on a really good note, and I'm just real proud of these girls.
GP Tennis went to regionals.
It feels like a blessing to make regionals. I've worked every day, worked hard, stayed after school practice, and it was definitely a huge challenge to actually make it past district. I feel like I've really improved, and I can't wait to see how I play at regionals.
GP Boys swept the medals at District Golf last week.
I wasn't really surprised at all. I'm pretty much the number 2 at GP, and there's not a whole lot of competition in the area. And I think the best hole of the tournament was probably the finishing hole. I stuck a wedge to about a foot and made birdie and ended up with second. So.
That's all the Wildcat news we have for this week. If you like what you saw, check out these 2 QR codes or the link below. Thanks for watching.
Now listen to Brooke with the rundown on sports. So Brooke, big soccer game last night.
Yeah, Maddie, you're right. It was a huge match against Bernie last night out on the pitch, but soccer made it to the regional tournament. Logan caught up with Coach O for his thoughts before the game.
Good morning there, Calallen TV. My name is Logan Braza. I'm currently here with Coach O. So, Coach, we hear you guys are going against Bernie. How do you think that game is going to go?
I feel like if we show up and take care of what we need to take care of, we'll be fine in the game.
We also hear that it's supposed to be raining that day. If it does, how do you think that game is going to go in terms of y'all in favor?
Okay, as far as weather and things like that, those things are out of our control. But if we approach the game like we've approached the season and every other game, I think we'll be just fine.
That's amazing to hear. And do you think the girls will fight hard for this win?
I know that they'll fight hard throughout the entire 80 minutes of the match and extra time if needed. They'll keep fighting and keep playing throughout the last whistle.
Now, we're a bit curious. Do you think there's any weaknesses that Bernie has that you guys might take advantage of, maybe?
I believe if we use our team speed and our team cohesiveness, that's something that we can take advantage of or use to our advantage.
That's great to hear, and well, we hope this game turns out really good for you guys. And with that, now back to the studio.
It was a really exciting game, and we will get those results for you next week. Softball played 2 excellent games where they rolled through Robstown 15-0 and Kingsville 18-0. Earlier this week, they fell short against Alice 6-1. Lily interviewed Megan for what happened at that game.
Good morning, Cats. I'm here with Megan, one of our varsity softball players. Megan, I had a tough game against Alice last night. Can you tell us how that went?
They just got the big hits when we didn't, and their defense was like more on point than ours was.
And when's y'all's next game?
Tuesday against Bishop at home.
All right, good luck to the softball team. That's all from us. I'm back to the studio.
Last Friday, our baseball team competed at home against Robstown. After duking out 7 innings, they came up short, losing 4-3. Earlier this week, our baseball team played in a crucial match against the Alice Coyotes and won 5-1.
I'm here with Jet Bache, varsity baseball player. So Jet, we had a game at Alice. We won that game 6-1, and we came back from a tough loss we had last week against Robstown. So what do you think? How do you think we did?
I think that we did a lot better than Friday, especially that we bounced back from such a tough loss. I think everyone did pretty good overall.
So first round of district's over. We're standing at second place now. So what do you think it's going to take to be able to get first place and win district champs?
We just got to keep on going on from this win. Keep on getting better each week, and if we do that, then I think we should be in first place.
All right, thank you. Now back to the studio.
After TM defeated Robstown on Tuesday, our Wildcats are back in the hunt for district champion. Both softball and baseball were off on Good Friday and will resume play next week. Tennis competed in their district tournament, and there was a lot of great performances. Here's Callie with Coach Radford with more information.
Hi, I'm Callie, and I'm here with Coach Radford. Coach Radford, y'all have had a tennis tournament for the past few days. Can you tell me more about that, please?
So our varsity's played the past 2 days at the varsity tennis district tournament in Tolosa Midway. And we had some regional qualifiers individually. Jacob Carr was our district boys champion in singles. We had Isaac Salazar and Mia Munoz, who are our runner-up regional qualifiers in mixed doubles. In third, boys doubles, we had Noah Denton and Jose Olivares. They will be our regional alternates, as well as girls doubles, the team of Michaela Estrada with her partner Ayana Olivares. And in mixed doubles, we also had Elian Jimenez with his partner Shyla Cervantes. And overall, our team did very well. We were the district runner-up as a varsity team overall. So I'm real proud of them. They did great. I know Jacob has a real chance, if I'm being honest, to get to that state next level. So we're going to work real hard with Jacob and our mixed doubles team to try to get a little bit further from this point. So.
Okay, well, that's great, and congratulations.
Thank
I'm back
you,
to the
appreciate
studio.
1, 2, 3, go Cats! Our Lady Cat basketball team had a big honor in Carly Haygood being nominated to the All-South Texas team. Coop went and caught up with Coach Spencer to talk about her accomplishment and what it means to the team.
I'm here with Coach Spencer, girls varsity basketball coach. So, Coach, one of your girls got All-South Texas state team. So how does that make you feel as a coach?
It's great. Carly Haygood, our junior, ended up with Caller Times All-South Texas First Team Award. She also ended up with Texas Association of Basketball Coaches All-Region Award. So I'm super proud of her. It makes my job a lot easier when you get to coach a kid like that. We're still waiting on to hear about from a couple other awards. I know Record Online, statistically, she was the state leader in 4A and made three-pointers with 117 in a year. So it's exciting for her, and we're waiting to see if she ends up with the overall state crown in that. So great kid, well-deserving. She's put in a lot of work this summer, and incredibly proud of her.
So how was she as a player for the team? Like, how good was she as a leader?
She's great. Our kids feed off of her energy, feed off what she brings offensively and defensively. She's got a high motor and just plays her butt off. And that's all I could ever ask of those kids. And I tell them, give me everything you got for 32 minutes and then everything else will take care of itself. And she truly believes in that. So,
thank you. Now back to the studio.
Golf competed in their district golf tournament on Monday and Tuesday. Both the boys and girls team took the title of district champs. This is the first time since 1994. Both of them were district champs. I and J.R. Tinnell took first place individually and are district champions.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Brooke. So Brooke, I heard you had a 2-day tournament Monday and Tuesday, and you are a district champion for girls. Can you tell me more about that, please?
Yeah, so Monday and Tuesday were both pretty windy, so it was kind of tough out there, but I was able to pull through and get that title. So.
And how do you think your team will do for regionals?
I think we have a very good possibility of going to state as long as the girls practice and really put in some work. I think we could do it for sure.
Well, that's perfect. Congratulations. I'm here with John. So, John, I heard you got all district champion for the boys. Can you tell me more about that, please?
Yeah, I got first, and our team did really well the second day, and we got first overall as well. So, yeah.
Perfect. And how do you think your team will do for regionals?
I think we can do pretty good. Probably advance to state if we just all play good, play smart.
Perfect. Congratulations, and back to the studio.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Now back to Maddie.
Thank you, Brooke. As always, there's a lot going on here at Calallen.
Yeah, that game at Cabinets yesterday between Calallen and Bernie was a really exciting game to watch.
It really was. Now here's Candace with today's weather forecast. How's it looking outside, Candace?
Thank you, Anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Today's weather is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Happy Saturday, everyone. This week in the coastal bend, we did receive a cold front that brought us some rain and also dropped our temperatures down a little bit. This weekend, we are looking at some drier weather, so get ready for that. Temperature currently right now is still a little bit chillier at 58 degrees. We are looking at 11% chance of rain, and the winds blowing from the north at 13 miles per hour. Looking further on into the rest of the day, temperature is going to rise up to 65 degrees at 12, gets high as 69 at 4, and then drop down to 67 later on tonight. Same chances of rain also staying fairly low as the day goes on to 11% at 12, stay consistent at 4, and then drop down to 9% later on tonight. And the winds may be blowing from the north from south-southeast at 12 o'clock, pick up to 12 miles per hour from the north at 4, drop down to 8 miles per hour from north-northeast at 8 o'clock tonight. Looking further on into our Easter Sunday, we are looking at some mostly cloudy skies, a little bit of sunshine, looking at temperatures rising up to 75 degrees, looking at 17% chance of rain, and the winds blowing from the northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. We're still looking at some of our grass being a little bit wet from the rain that we just had, but it's still perfectly fine to have those Easter egg hunts. It's all from weather. Have a great one, and back to the Anchors.
Thank you, Candace.
Yes, of course.
And that's all your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So, Maddie, what kind of beans never grow in the garden?
I don't know, Aaron. What?
Jelly beans. Especially those Starburst ones.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at CalallenTV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos.
And as always,
stay classy, Calallen.